So there's this thing that I see people do sometimes, and I'm guilty of it too. But let me just paint this scenario for you. So you've come up with the things that you want in a partner, right? Your ideal partner, because why wouldn't we figure out what is ideal for us, right? You want them to show you love, compassion, maybe be intellectual, have a deep connection, someone who's adventurous, maybe even someone who is good looking, because, why not? And they are well educated too. Throw that in there, right? So you're, going about your life. You've got these great values figured out for yourself and a really clear picture of what that looks like. And then suddenly you run into someone at the bar and you guys hit it off. And you're sitting there talking to them and you're having a super in-depth conversation and it's going really well and you're having a deep connection with them, but you find out that they are not college educated, right? And maybe they don't look exactly as tall as you imagined they should look, right? Or maybe they aren't wearing the right clothes that you envisioned they should already come wearing. But you give them a chance anyway, right? So then you go on a couple dates and you're still feeling really good. You're feeling like maybe you're falling in love with them even. They take you to, a fun like oyster bar that you've never been to before, and you feel like you're kind of on an adventure in your own city. Maybe after that, they take you dancing, and you've always loved dancing and the adventure of just going into any place and hearing live music and moving your body. But then you find out that maybe they have a fear of flying, right? Maybe they have a fear of heights. And you're like, well, that's kind of not that great, because what about traveling and what about, going around the world? What about that kind of adventure? And my friends maybe wouldn't be too impressed by this. Or, what would my mom think? Like, she'd probably roll her eyes or something like that. Regardless, we come to a place where we're feeling all of these core things that we want to be feeling, these core values, but because of what everyone else might think, and because it may not fit the ideal picture of what it means to be impressive, right? We make excuses to not maybe see that person ever again. And we keep saying, no, it's just because I'm not settling. But what is it, right? And I want there to be a difference. I want you to understand that there's a difference between meeting your ideal vision and meeting your non-negotiable values, right? Because things like traveling with your best friend and then coming home to a partner who you're crazy about can be amazing, right? That's something that if you need to go to a therapist to talk about, that's easy. That's easy stuff. And, not maybe being as tall as you envision them to be, like how much does that contribute to your overall happiness, right? How much does that actually make you feel more loved and make you feel more connected, right? Someone who doesn't necessarily have a college education, but you're able to have, deep and meaningful conversations with them. How much is that college education really worth for you? Is it just so you can impress your parents or your friends? Or is there something inside of you that's quietly judging that? Visit what it is that you need at your core, what feelings those are, right? Because that's truth. That's where the truth is. Those are your musts. When we start to go into these other areas that are more shoulds than musts, then we start to go down a slippery slope of trying to prove to other people what we have is great, right? And that is not a place you want to be, because you're never gonna You're never going to please everyone. So I just wanted to bring that to your awareness. I know there's a lot of people I know, a lot of friends even that I have these long lists. And I am honestly a fan of calling out the things that you want to be calling into your life, 100%. That's what I call values blueprinting. And I actually have a free video for that underneath. I'll attach it in the comments or in the description. It's important to figure out what it is that we want and what it is that is non-negotiable for us. What at our core are we desiring? What do we need to feel fulfilled, right? I don't think there's anything wrong with claiming the things that we need, but make sure you know the difference between what it is at the core that you need and what it is that you think should be, right? Understand the difference there. Does someone's height, I'm just throwing that out as an example, does someone's height really give me more love? Does it really give me more or less fulfillment, more or less nourishment? Whatever it is that you're really core desiring and valuing, right? Does someone taking me on an adventure in my own city and being spontaneous, does that give me that sense of adventure that I'm wanting? Or do they have to be able to travel around the world too, right? It's important to understand the difference. So I encourage you to make sure that when you are creating your vision, when you are claiming your values, which you absolutely 100% deserve to do and should do, make sure that you know the difference between your musts and your shoulds. That's all I have for you today.